welcome to our webinar today. My name is Dr. Heather Wensler, and following today's presentation, I will provide my contact info should you ever have any questions or need to reach out to me. But I did want to thank you for joining today. Enjoy. So the first thing that we want to do is look at our settings, and you'll notice the little gear icon at the top right middle of your screen. And we're going to go ahead and click on that. After clicking the gear symbol, the Manage Teams section opens. By clicking on the ellipses to the right of any of the teams, you have a few more options. You can view members of this team, you can view all the channels in the team, and if it's available, you can leave the team. To go back to the previous screen, you're going to click on the back arrow. So let's set our notifications for the general channel in our class. So you'll notice in the upper right corner, there should be a bell icon. In this case, mine is crossed out. I'm going to click on that bell icon. Once I click the bell icon, I can choose which type of notification I wish to get for this channel in my team. I suggest that you select the top one, all new messages in this channel. That way, anytime anybody in the team posts a message, you'll get a notification. Now, if you have multiple channels in your team underneath the general channel, then you may choose the same options. It's up to you. We also want to select our notifications for the entire team's experience, for all of our teams. To do that, locate the three stacked lines in the upper left corner of your screen and click to open the menu. Notice there are a number of options here, but for now we're going to focus on notifications. And I note that they are turned on, so let's see what I can adjust. Go ahead and click on notifications. Notice at the top that you can set quiet hours. That would be a time or times when you don't want people to be sending messages and you won't receive notifications. Just kind of sets your business hours, if you will. When you scroll down, you'll notice that you do have some notification options. You can select to be notified only when you are inactive or always. I suggest always. You can also choose whether or not you want to have notifications for a variety of different purposes within Teams. Scrolling down in that menu, you'll also see additional options that may be available to you. When you're finished, simply click the X button in the upper left corner. Now let's get into what we see in Teams and how you can help your student navigate Teams for iPad. On the left-hand side here is a list of all teams or classes in which your student is enrolled. This may only be one class. Up in the upper left corner, next to the name of the class, you'll see a caret. When you click on the caret, a drop-down menu will appear. Underneath your teacher's classroom name are what we call channels. So whenever you launch the Teams app and you enter your team, you will find yourself in the general channel. And across the top, there are some tabs, including posts, files, and more. And we'll come back to that shortly. Down at the bottom, you'll notice that there's a place where you can compose messages to the team. What's important to remember here is that anything you post is visible by the entire team, the teachers and students. So to compose a message to a teacher or even compose to a classmate, you simply click New Post. After clicking on New Post, some options appear to help you customize the message that you are sending to add a little personalization and fun. Let's take a look at what each of these buttons does. I'm going to start with the @ symbol. I know it's not the first, but I think it's really important because Teams has what we call @ mentions. An @ mention is kind of like a shout out. So whenever you use the @ symbol and type the name of the teacher, a name of a classmate, or the name of the class as a whole, the person who you are messaging will get a notification. In this case, I used the @ symbol and I typed the full name of the class. And then I typed my message, hello. Once I click send, everybody on the team will get a notification on their screen that there's a message for them. Coming back to the first icon on the left, if you click on the picture icon, you'll be prompted to either take a photograph using your iPad camera or uploading a photo already taken and stored in your photo library. This would be perfect if you have an assignment that you need to take a photo of in order to send to your teacher. Just keep in mind, whatever you post here in the Posts channel or the Posts tab of the channel, everybody in the class is able to see. Looking next to the picture icon, you also can have GIFs. GIFs are simply little animated shorts. When you click on GIF, you'll be taken to a screen where you can search by topic, and then you can choose a funny or your favorite GIF to post in the message. In this case, I searched for GIFs with the topic of hello, and I would simply click to choose one that I liked and would like to share with my classmates. You can also attach files from your iPad to any posting. You simply click the paperclip icon, and you can either choose recent documents that you have opened on your iPad, or you can browse for other documents that are on your iPad. Once you find the file that you are looking to attach, simply double-click the file, and it'll be attached to your message. Clicking on the A with the paintbrush under it allows you to format your message. You can add a subject. You can set the priority, whether this is a high priority important message or not. You could add bold, italicized, or underline your text. You can highlight your text, and you could change the font size and color. Again, this just gives a little bit more personal touch to your message. Next, you'll see the 3 dots or ellipses. Microsoft uses ellipses to let you know that there are more options, more choices available. So when you're posting a message, there are some other things that you can add to your message. Go ahead and click the ellipses. When I click the ellipses, these are the options that are presented to me. Yours might be slightly different, but go ahead and play around and see what each of these does. When I'm ready, all I need to do is click on the send button, which is the purple paper airplane arrow in the bottom right, and my message will post into my channel. Next to the Posts tab is the Files tab. This is where you, your classmates, and teacher can upload files for each other. Anything that you attach to a post or upload here is available for everybody in the team to edit. Very important to keep in mind. Your teacher also has access to the class materials folder. Materials in the class materials folder cannot be edited, but they can be read by every student. Clicking on the More tab opens up the access to your assignments and your grades. Go ahead and click on More, and we're going to look at how to access assignments and grades in Teams. When I click on the Assignments tab, I'm taken to a listing of all assignments my teacher has given to me to complete. There's an Assigned section. Go ahead and click on Assigned, and all assignments that need to be completed are shown. To access that assignment, I simply click on the bar, the white bar. Once I've opened the assignment, there are some important things to note. I see the due date and the time that it's due, and I see the points possible. I see some instructions that my teacher has given to me to follow. And I see a section called My Work. In this case, there is a document that I need to open so that I can complete the assignment. So I'm going to click on allaboutme.docx and see what the assignment looks like. When I clicked on the assignment, it opened up a Word document, but it doesn't look like I can do anything. There's one more step. In the upper right corner, there's a square with a pencil in it. That's the Edit button. In order for me to type out or have my family member type out the answer to this prompt, I need to click the Edit button. After clicking the Edit button, it actually opens the entire file in the app version of Microsoft Word. So here is where I'm able to type into the document so that my teacher can see my assignment. If I click on Insert at the top of my screen, I notice that I can also insert existing photos or use my iPad camera to take a picture and insert it directly into this document if I needed to. When I'm finished with my assignment, I simply click the back arrow on the left side of my screen in the blue bar. But I'm not finished yet. I still have to turn in my assignment. So I've completed the work, but in order for the teacher to see what I've done and award me my points, I need to click the Turn In button in the upper right corner. This is very important. Without clicking Turn In, my teacher cannot issue me a grade. Once I've clicked Turn In, a fun animation will appear letting me know that I have successfully turned in my assignment. But what if I wasn't ready? What if I made a mistake and wanted to redo something? That's totally okay. I can click the Undo Turn In button, and the assignment will come right back to me so I can edit or add more to it. If I'm ready and I'm finished, I simply click the back arrow at the top of the screen to take me back to all of my assignments. Now looking at my assignment screen, I see that I have nothing left to turn in. I've got it all done. But where did the assignment go? It's now going to be located under the Completed section of my Assignments tab. When I click on Completed, I see my assignment. I can still open it up and take a look at it because I'm pretty sure my teacher will have given me a grade and maybe even typed some comments for me. So let's click on the white bar. So I've clicked on the white bar, and now the status of my assignment has changed to Turn In, and I also see the assignment Getting to Know You. If I wanted to open the assignment back up again, I would simply need to click on the name of the assignment. When my teacher has finished grading my assignment and has returned it to me, I get a notification on my screen that there's something for me to look at. Now when I click on the name of the assignment, I'm back into what looks like the beginning of my assignment. I get feedback from my teacher and the points. If this was an opportunity where the teacher wanted me to redo some part of the work, I could open it right back up again, edit the work, and turn it in again. Notice also that underneath the My Work section, there's a place where you can add additional work. Clicking the Add Work button allows me to upload additional files or post links. If I have those files online in my Microsoft Office 365 OneDrive, I could attach the file here. I could also create a brand new file, such as creating a Word document. I can also upload from the device. So if it's on my iPad, I can upload the file. When I've got my file done, it will appear in the large section of this box. And the attach button will become purple, so I can attach the file to this assignment. And now, since I've made changes to this assignment, I've added additional documents, I need to turn it in again so that my teacher gets a notification that it has been turned in. Okay, now let's take a look at the activity button. Notice there's a bell at the bottom left of the screen. There's a 1 next to it in red. That means that something important has happened and I need to go check that out. So I'm going to click on the activity button and see what's going on. In this case, the notification that I have received was that my teacher had changed some details of that All About Me assignment. I would then need to go back into the assignment and see what changes my teacher made so that I could change my work if I needed to. When I click on the Grades tab, this is my gradebook. This is how I can track the points that I am receiving from my teacher, so I can keep track of my grade. Okay, so after finishing with that assignment, I clicked the back arrow and then clicked on the Posts tab once again. So let's just do a real quick recap of how I'm going to navigate the Teams app for iPad. On the left-hand side are all of the classes that my student has been assigned. Again, there might only be one. Each class has a number of channels, possibly. Channels are just a way for the teacher to organize him or herself. In the General channel is where I'm going to spend a lot of my time. On the Posts tab, I can post messages to the teacher and to all of the classmates. Keep in mind again that it's not a private conversation. Everybody on the team can see this post. I can access files uploaded by the teacher in the Files tab. To find my assignments and grades, I click on More. But also notice in the Posts tab that my assignments are also listed here. So I can access my assignments from directly within the Posts tab and then follow the steps that we've gone over. I hope this has been helpful to you. There are tons of resources online if you do a Google search or a Bing search for parent and guardian help with Teams. You will find so much information. I thank you for your time today, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Thank you for joining me today. I hope you were able to learn more about Microsoft's products. My contact info is on the screen should you have any questions at all. On my website, you can schedule small and large group trainings or even one-to-one consultations. I have also provided a link to access all of my Microsoft webinars on my YouTube playlist. My email is also posted, and I encourage you to follow me on Twitter to stay up to date with all the latest Microsoft news. Thanks again for joining, and I look forward to seeing you again next time. Cheers.